Willie D Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the like, smash up the like, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notification each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in a loop. I let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to give some shots out to the early birds, starting with Don. Havoc, what up? Judith Grace, what it do? Adrian Blade, turn that cap lock off, player. Paragraphics, what up? Talia Grisham, what's up, Talia? Loretta, Jay Simmons, Rob Justice, Columbus, Ohio players. Columbus, Ohio players. The Dashing Diva, Baton Rouge checking in. What's up, Kendrick Ballard? Sandra FBs, what up, Sandra? What up, Dee? DeAndre Durham checking in. 18 Wild, Megatron. A few more of these and then I'm going in, fam. Dante Knight, what it do, Tyree? Sharon Howard, what's up? What's up? Who was that? SL Dumas, Austin checking in. What's up, Austin? And Jigga Stacks. I'll come back to the chat in a moment, fam. But first, I got to get into this story. Family, they got another virus out there. This time, it is said to be 35 to 50 times more, 35 to 50% more deadly than corona. So you stand a 35 to 50% chance of dying with this if you catch this virus. By comparison, corona was 1 to 2%. Only 1 to 2% people stood a chance of dying if they contracted the virus. They're saying 35 to 50% chance that you will die if you contract this virus. This is why I do not understand why they're being so careless. You know, they're talking about sending the people back to their homelands. All of the people that's on this boat that was this Spanish boat, they're taking the people that was on that boat, they're going to check them out, and then they're going to send them on their way back to their countries. Now, the cold part is, similar to the coronavirus, you may have the virus and not know it. So the virus could be lying dormant in your body for weeks, and you may not even know. So that means that you can go get tested, and the test may not catch it. So they send you on your, okay, you cleared. Okay, you're cleared. You're cleared. You're cleared. And all these people just going off into the world and making contact with other people. They say that this virus started from an animal and was transferred to a human. And now they're saying that this virus can spread from human to human contact, but you have to be in close proximity for an extended time. I don't know what that extended time is. I just keep hearing doctors say for an extended time. Is an extended time 5 minutes? Is it 5 hours? Is it 5 days? Is it 5 weeks? I don't know what extended time is. They're not saying specifically. But I do know this, fam. I can guarantee you, Moderna, Pfizer, Johnson, I bet you they all over there talking about we're working on a cure right now. Trying to get that money, man. And where's Fauci? I just started hearing Fauci name pop up lately. Y'all think that's a coincidence? So let's get into the story per ABC News. 2 New Jersey residents being monitored for, let me get this right. Two New Jersey residents being monitored for hantavirus. Global authorities are working to contain an outbreak of hantavirus aboard the MV Hyundas cruise ship. The total number of confirmed cases associated with the outbreak is increasing, health officials said. To date, 3 people who were aboard the ship are known to have died of the virus. More than 100 passengers remain on the ship, and the World Health Organization is monitoring their health. Officials said that the overall public health risk remains low, but that there may be some person-to-person spread. Ain't no maybe, fam. There is person-to-person spread. Health officials in multiple states say they're monitoring some passengers who have returned to the U.S. after being aboard the ship for potential hantavirus infections. Why did they let them come back to the U.S.? They should have put all of their ass on an island, fam. I don't mean to sound insensitive, man, but look, man, you gonna risk the lives of millions just so a few people can come home? No, man, put them out on the island, leave them out there on that boat. Leave their ass out there in that water on that boat, man, and fix it. Figure it out. Y'all want to make contact, drop some stuff, drop a mist of some type of something, that get on the skin or something and cure them or whatever, or drop some pills or whatever you got to do. Drop the serum, whatever. Yeah, man. Just go down there from the rope off a helicopter or something in your moon suits and work it out. Everybody got to be cleared. Make sure they're cleared. I say leave every last one of them on the boat for at least 3 years. 3 years. You can't come home for 3 years. Can't come home. We got to save ourselves, man. We can't drop the ball like we did the last time. Well, in fact, we didn't drop the ball. Trump dropped the ball. Have you noticed that each of these terms that Trump has been in office, we've experienced a health scare, a major pandemic? I think they said somewhere close to 1 million people from the U.S. died, and millions more damn near died. And now we got something that's supposed to be even more deadlier than COVID. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said it deployed a team earlier Friday to the Canary Islands, where the MV Hyundas is expected to dock in the coming days. I said Hyundas, but it's Hyundas. The team will conduct an exposure risk assessment for each American passenger and provide recommendations for the level of monitoring required, the CDC said in a statement. The American passengers will be evacuated on a U.S. government medical repatriation flight to Nebraska and transported to a quarantine center at the University of Nebraska in Omaha, the CDC said. Another CDC team will deploy to Offutt Air Force Base in Bellevue, Nebraska, to support public health assessment of returning passengers, the agency said. Oceanwide Expeditions provided an update about the 87 guests and 60 crew member aboard the MV Hyundas Friday and said the situation on board remains calm as it heads to the Canary Islands. So that's what it looks like aboard the ship. Everybody masked up. Everybody got their mask on. That's the ship. The boat is scheduled to arrive early Sunday, but that timetable is subject to change according to Oceanwide. Preparations regarding our point of arrival, quarantine, and screening procedures for all guests and the onward travel plans for all guests and affected crew are being led by organizations from a number of countries, including the WHO, RIVM, and Dutch authorities, in close cooperation with Spanish government authorities, Oceanwide said in a statement. The cruise company provided a breakdown of the ship's passengers and crew and revealed there are 17 Americans aboard the ship. I want to show y'all something, family. So check this out. First of all, I wouldn't want to be aboard that ship under any circumstances. Because I'm going to tell you something, I was making light of it by saying leave them on the ship for 3 years, but I'm going to tell you something. The United States, man, they'll hook up with somebody else and all of a sudden that ship will go missing, man. Yeah, I wouldn't trust it, man. I would not trust it. I wouldn't trust it at all. Let me show you something. Look at this. These are the states monitoring residents for hantavirus. California, Arizona, Texas, Georgia, and Virginia. So if you're in one of those states, the virus is closer to you than you might think. I'm right here in Texas, so it's closer to me. This is this information that I'm giving y'all, fam. It ain't to scare you. It's just to make you aware. Like, I do believe in being prepared. I stay ready, so I ain't got to get ready. I think it's better to be paranoid than to be walking around here like can't nothing happen to you. I think it's better safe than sorry. That's the way I move. Better safe than sorry under all circumstances, no matter what you think about whatever situation you might find yourself in, whether you're trying to save money for a rainy day or you're dealing with an enemy. Better safe than sorry. Or you're dealing with some type of virus. Better safe than sorry. I'm going to ask y'all the question that I asked when I first started this live. It seemed, well, I didn't ask a question, I made a statement. Why is it that every term that Trump has been president, there's been some type of crazy virus, a pandemic? If that ain't a sign of something, fam, I don't know what is. And remember, he wasn't prepared for COVID, and he ain't prepared for this because they actually dismissed a study group that was in place to monitor the hantavirus. They dismissed them. They got rid of them. So we could have been way ahead of this. Once again, we could have been way ahead of it. But they totally ignored it, underestimated, blew it off. And here we are again, deja vu, fam. I'm going to tell you straight up, fam, I don't trust the CDC. I don't trust the CDC. I don't trust them. I didn't trust them before Trump got in office, and I damn sure don't trust them now. Because all of these government agencies now are ran by Trump. These really are not government agencies. These are Trump's agencies because they do exactly what Trump tells them to do. They do whatever he tells them to do. They have positions, but they don't have any authority. The United States began the process of withdrawing from the WHO, the World Health Organization, in early 2025. And they rejected updated international health regulations later that year, distancing themselves or distancing the CDC from routine global surveillance systems. So the CDC been kind of acting on their own. They, instead of trading information with World Health Organizations, the international community, the international health community, the CDC kind of been like, oh, we don't need to know what y'all got going on. We don't need to know about those diseases over there and what's going on over there. We over here doing our own thing. We good, we cool, we all right. We don't need y'all. Boo. Well, now, once again, we behind the 8-ball. We're trying to play catch up again. The healthcare experts say that they don't know the concept of quarantine. Well, they didn't say they don't know it, but it appears that they don't know the concept because all of the people that's on that ship should remain on that ship. They should keep that ship out in the ocean, and drop some food in there, just like you do at times of war. Just go through there and drop some food down and drop the supplies, send a couple of people in there, pay them some big money, a couple of doctors and nurses or whatever to pay them big money to be on the ground right there, put them in their moon suits, send them on down there to work and monitor. Like, make sure you don't kill everybody else. Now, the trip part about it is there are others who have already went home. There was others who's already went home. They've come in contact with other people. I'm not paranoid, fam. I think it's logical for me to presume that the virus is spreading. It is spreading as we speak. I'm not trying to be the voice of doom. I hope I'm wrong. I hope like hell I'm wrong. I hope somebody could come back and tell me, Willie D got you. You was wrong. It didn't spread. Ha ha ha. I really want to be wrong about this. I hope I'm wrong, but I doubt it. I'm a common sense person, very common sense person. Where this is headed, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. You can figure this out on a rudimentary level. That virus is spreading. And we don't know how bad it's going to be. I'm going to tell you something else, fam. They say it started with an animal, but how we know that some weirdo who calls himself a doctor or a scientist didn't inject an animal with something and then force the animal into some type of, or take something from the animal once he contracted whatever, and then put it in something, you know what I'm saying? Put it in a syringe and inject a human with it. We got some weirdos out there, family, who call themselves doctors and scientists. We got some weirdos out there who call themselves philanthropists, who go around acting like they're trying to save the world with vaccines, but they're really trying to kill off certain groups of people. They quarantine the people left on the boat, along with a dead body. But they let others leave and fly home to various parts of the world. If they were going to quarantine the people, shouldn't they have quarantined the people on the entire ship? Shouldn't they have let them on the ship and quarantined them? Or pull them off the ship and put them all in a special place where they could all be monitored, where they could all be isolated? Let me tell you something, fam. See, that's too much like right. It don't make sense to some people because they want to kill us. I'm telling you, family, I do believe it. I believe that there are people out there who are working on population control. I don't have to say I believe it. We've heard Bill Gates talk about population control. We've heard a number of people out there talk about population control. They want to control the population. How we know they ain't got a hand in this? We don't have any pandemics for years and years and years, decades. We don't have pandemics. But miraculously, ironically, both times that Trump is president, we're facing a pandemic. Come on, family. Come on, son. Something up, man. Something's up. Something's up. Something's up. See, I'm not even supposed to be talking about this. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be talking about this. Yeah, it's people that don't want me talking about this. At least not talking about it in the way that I'm talking about it. They want me to say, hey, it's under control. Everything's under control. And just talk about what mainstream media is reporting. Just report it like the mainstream media reports it, and you'll be okay. Don't you go digging now. Don't you go making presumptions. You better not start doing no research. You better not start connecting dots. Yeah, the UFO, they talking about UFO files, the government releasing UFO files. Nobody give a damn about no UFO files. We want to see those Epstein files. They quickly release those UFO files. They like, yeah, take them. Yeah, look at us being transparent. Take them. What's up with those Epstein files? Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see the Epstein files. What are those Epstein files? That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, man, I want to see those Epstein files. But you know what, fam? It really ain't gonna make no difference. All the Epstein files is going to do is document history. That's all it's gonna do. Ain't nobody going to jail. Mark my words. Nobody's going to jail in those Epstein files. None of those billionaires, none of those rich guys, none of them are going to jail. None of them, not one. Nobody's going to jail over the Epstein files. Even if the Democrats get in office, they're not going to put nobody in jail. They ain't built like that. If they win the midterms, they are not going to hold anybody accountable. They might do a whole dog and pony show like, yo, first of all, we're going to do a congressional hearing. They love congressional hearings. They love to do all that talking. Congressional hearing, and we're gonna point at you as hard as we can. You. But ain't nobody going to jail. Nobody's getting arrested. Nobody's going to jail. Yeah. They're going to do some congressional hearings, and they might even charge somebody, but ain't nobody going to jail. Ain't nobody doing no time behind this. Because the rabbit hole run too deep. It's too deep. The house of cards, it's too many cards. It's too many valuable cards. Well, I ain't gonna say valuable cards. They're not really valuable, but they are prominent. Put it like that. Too many influential cards. How about that? Too many influential cards. Nobody's going to jail. Nobody is going to jail. Nobody. And at the rate things are going right now, with what the Republicans are getting away with redistricting, all of the gerrymandering they're doing right now, stealing seats, eliminating entire classes of people in their representation. They're playing the game, however, they're changing the rules, moving the goalposts, and their opponents can't do the same. When their opponents try it, the Supreme Court justices decide that, oh, no, you can't do that. This is a cold thing that they're doing, fam. For all of you who don't know that what happened just now in Virginia, the Supreme Court in Virginia has overruled 4-3 the redistricting that the citizens of Virginia voted for. They actually voted for redistricting. They voted on it. And they passed the law to gain those extra seats. That was just to offset the seats that Trump and the Republican Party stole. So they ran a special election to get those seats back. The citizens voted on it, and the Supreme Court in Virginia overruled. Told them, no, you can't do that. But Trump and his people, they're not even taking votes from the people in their state, in these states that they're redrawing, they're doing the redistricting. They're not even taking votes. They're just doing it. They're going straight into the room and just doing it. And Supreme Court is doing nothing about it. The Supreme Court in those respective states are doing nothing about it. If we stay on this course, Trump is absolutely going to be a 3-term president, might even be a 4-term president. He's absolutely going to stay in power. And who knows, if the Republicans can do what they're doing and continue to get away with it, what's going to stop them? There will be nobody to stop them. Nothing will stop them. And if you think it's bad right now with this 2-party system, imagine having a 1-party system. That's my time, fam. Y'all be careful out there, fam. Be very careful. Be safe as you possibly can. Practice social distancing, like you should do that anyway, just assume everybody got it. I don't know. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.